How to triple your strength after 70, my advanced bone and power plan. Sarcopenia is the quiet ambush after 60 that steals independence, and it's faster than you think. Muscle can drop 1–2% per year after 50 and strength up to 3% per year after 60. That's why stairs feel steeper, jars fight back, and toilets feel like workouts. Ignore it, and in a year you'll move slower. 2 years, one fall can steal confidence or worse. The good news, you can reverse this. Today, I'll show you the 3 hidden costs, quick tests to spot them, and fixes you'll feel this week. Plus, the daily habit that speeds muscle loss coming up. First, daily strength. The obvious cost, daily strength vanishes. Weakness shows up in the boring places: standing from a chair, carrying groceries, opening jars, and getting up off the floor. The thing most people miss is power. How quickly you can produce force drops before raw strength. When power dips, everyday tasks feel heavier and risk jumps because you can't react fast enough when you slip or stumble. Let me back up and explain this better. Sarcopenia is progressive muscle loss with aging. Strength declines faster than muscle size because the nervous system and fast-twitch fibers get sluggish. So even if the mirror doesn't look that different, function dives. Practically, that's longer pauses at the bottom of a chair, extra pushes with the hands, and a hold on breath before lifting a laundry basket. Here's what separates people who stick with this from people who quit. They feel a win fast, not in 12 weeks, this week. So before we go deeper, try a quick proof this works. Do the 5x sit to stand test. Sit on a sturdy chair, feet under knees, arms crossed if you can. Stand up and sit down 5 times as quickly and safely as possible. If you need your hands or it feels wobbly, that's a training signal. Time it if you want, but noticing effort, control, and breath is the real data. Now we'll turn that test into training. The 30-second chair power drill is your first win. Sit tall, feet tucked slightly under your knees. For 10 seconds, perform fast but clean stand-ups. Drive through heels and big toes, stand fully, then sit with quiet control. Rest 20 seconds, repeat for 3 rounds. That's 30 seconds of effort total. Up is quick, down is smooth. Keep posture tall, nose and chest forward, knees tracking over middle toes. If hands-free isn't safe yet, lightly push off the chair and aim to reduce hand help over time. Do this daily, you'll feel it in thighs and hips, your get-up muscles. Once you nail that, everything else clicks because we anchor the reps with fuel. Most people undereat protein, especially at breakfast. Muscle needs enough amino acids per meal to trigger repair. Target 25 to 35 grams at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That could be 2 eggs plus a cup of Greek yogurt, cottage cheese with berries and nuts, or a palm-sized serving of chicken, tofu, or salmon. Spread protein across the day instead of saving it for night. Your muscles respond better to repeated signals. Hydration is the unglamorous lever that moves the needle. Mild dehydration makes you feel weaker and lightheaded when you stand, which kills confidence. Sip water through the day. If your clinician says your blood pressure, kidneys, and heart are stable and you're not on a sodium-restricted plan, a small pinch of salt with meals can help you hold fluid in hot weather or after exercise. If salt isn't appropriate, stick to fluids and mineral-rich foods like yogurt, beans, and leafy greens. Okay, so the tricky part is building speed without irritating joints. Use these form cues. Feet tucked under knees before you stand, shorter lever, more power. Lean torso slightly forward at liftoff, hips back, chest tall. Exhale as you stand, avoid breath holding and pressure spikes. Sit down slower than you stood up, this builds the brakes you need. Common mistakes to avoid. Plopping into the chair, control the descent. Knees collapsing inward, think knees over middle toes. Holding your breath, steady exhale on effort. Round out your push strength with counter push-ups. Hands on a counter, body straight, lower 2 counts, press up in 1. Aim 8–12 reps, rest, repeat 2 or 3 sets. Paired with the chair drill, this builds the push you need for doors, jars, and getting off the floor. Micro story: a viewer tried the drill and went from using both hands every stand to hands-free by day 5. The difference? Fast but clean stand-ups and finally hitting breakfast protein. If you remember nothing else from this section, remember this: power first, then strength, then endurance. Train the stand-up fast, fuel 25–35 grams per meal, and hydrate. That's how you make stairs feel shorter and chairs feel higher. Now you might be thinking, what if my knees hurt? Modify the range. Start with a higher chair or add a cushion. Use hands for balance, not for push, and keep reps smooth. Slight thigh soreness is normal. Sharp joint pain, stop and adjust. Here's your mini plan for the week. Daily 30-second chair power drill, 3 rounds, 5 to 10 minutes of walking after 2 meals. 3 days counter push-ups, 2-3 sets of 8-12. Every meal, build to 25-35 grams of protein, include a glass of water. The game changer nobody talks about is that power loss is what trips you, not just strength loss. And when power drops, your ability to catch yourself drops too. That's where balance and falls start to domino. Coming up next. The sneaky cost, the balance and fall domino. Here's where most people mess up. They think balance is just strong ankles. It's actually a full team: eyes, inner ear, joints, muscles, and nerves, making tiny corrections every second. With age and sarcopenia, fast twitch fibers shrink and reaction time slows. That's why a tiny toe catch turns into a full stumble. And here's the hard truth. Sarcopenia raises fall risk significantly, and falls are the #1 cause of accidental death after 65. Power drops first, therefore saves get slower. We're going to flip that safely and fast. Test first, then train. Start with the tandem stand. Stand near a counter. Place one foot directly in front of the other, heel touching toe like you're on a tightrope. Lightly tap the counter with one fingertip to set up, then hover. Eyes forward, not at your feet. Time it up to 30 seconds. If you can't hold 10 seconds without grabbing, that's a training gap. Switch sides. Imbalances matter because real trips rarely hit both legs equally. Next, the single leg hold. Stand tall by the counter. Shift weight to one leg, lift the other foot an inch off the floor. Keep hips level, ribs down, and breathe. Time up to 30 seconds. If you sway or windmill your arms, that's normal on day 1. You're after calm stillness, soft knees, easy breath, eyes forward. Write your best times. We'll retest weekly so you can see progress. Now the quick win, the 60-second balance snack. Face the counter. Heel to toe walk 10 slow steps down the length, then 10 back. Keep a light fingertip hover if needed, but aim for hands-free. Eyes forward, quiet, feet tall posture. If that's easy, do the same walk while slowly turning your head left-right to challenge your inner ear. Do this once or twice a day. The reason this works is you're training balance on the move, the thing that actually saves you during a stumble. Pair balance with strength where it matters most, calves and hips. Start with calf raises. Hands lightly on the counter, feet hip width. Press through the big toe and second toe, rise up for 2 counts, lower for 3. Do 8-12 reps, rest, repeat for 2 or 3 sets. This teaches your ankles to provide spring and quick corrections. Then add the hip hinge. Feet under hips, soft knees. Push hips back like you're closing a drawer with your backside, spine long, eyes on the horizon. Stand tall and squeeze your glutes. Do 8-12 smooth reps, 2 or 3 sets. This move teaches you to pick something up without rounding your back and strengthens the posterior chain that prevents forward tumbles. Once you nail those, microdose reaction time with step taps. Stand tall, tap the right foot up and down onto a low step or sturdy book, then left, keeping the feet light. Go for 20-30 seconds, 2 rounds. The point is fast but clean foot contacts, speed without thud. This wakes up quick fibers safely. Environment is non-negotiable. Shoes need thin, grippy soles and secure backs. Loose slippers are ankle traps. Clear throw rugs, coil cords, brighten hallways, and add a night light to bathroom paths. These changes take minutes and reduce risk today. If you use bifocals, take care with stairs. Look with your eyes, not just through the lower lens. Breathing and posture are your hidden stabilizers. Exhale on the hardest part of the move. Keep chin gently back, ribs down, and think tall through the crown of the head. That stacked posture shrinks the size of corrections your body needs to stay upright, so balance feels easier. If you catch yourself holding your breath, pause, long exhale, then continue. Breath holding stiffens you and makes wobbles bigger. Check vitamin D with your clinician. Low D status is linked to falls. Getting it into the normal range via sensible sunlight or supplements, if advised, supports muscle and balance. Don't self-prescribe doses, ask for guidance and testing when appropriate. While you're at it, review any medications that might cause dizziness. Common mistakes to avoid. Looking down at your feet, eyes forward stacks your head over your base. Locking your knees, soft knees let ankles and hips do their jobs. Gripping the counter tight, light touch gives feedback without cheating. Micro story: a retired teacher did the balanced snack plus calf raises for 3 weeks. Her update: I didn't grab the curb railing for the first time in years. No hero workouts, 10 mindful minutes most days, and better shoes. Here's your weekly balance plan. Daily, 60-second balance snack along the counter. 3 days, calf raises and hip hinges, 2-3 sets of 8-12 each. 2 days, step taps, 2 rounds of 20-30 seconds. Environment: swap slippers for secure shoes, remove 1 trip hazard today. If you remember nothing else, remember this: balance is a skill, and skills improve fast when you practice them. Train quick corrections, strengthen calves and hips, and fix the floor under your feet. Next, we'll tackle the metabolic cost of muscle loss and the food timing trick that steadies energy by this week. The delayed pain, metabolic slowdown, and disease risk. Here's the uncomfortable truth: when muscle shrinks, your whole engine idles lower. You burn fewer calories at rest, blood sugar hangs around longer, and belly fat camps out. The thing most people miss is muscle isn't just for lifting, it's your biggest glucose sponge. When it's smaller and less active, sugar has nowhere to go. Energy crashes, cravings rise, and risk creeps up. Why does this matter right now? Because the signs are sneaky. Afternoon yawns, late night grazing, pants tighter at the waist even if your weight barely changed. That isn't willpower, it's a signal. Feed muscle, flatten glucose swings, and move right after meals. Do those 3 and you'll feel better within days. Let's make the fix concrete. First, protein pacing. Aim for roughly 30 grams of protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Spreading it out does 2 things: steadies blood sugar and gives your muscles 3 clear rebuild now signals. Breakfast options that win: 2 eggs plus a cup of Greek yogurt, cottage cheese with berries, and a spoon of peanut butter or protein oats. Cook oats in milk and stir in a scoop of whey or plant protein. Lunch ideas: rotisserie chicken over beans and greens, tuna with whole grain crackers and veggies, or lentil soup boosted with tofu. Dinner: salmon and frozen veggies, tofu stir fry with edamame, lean chili with a side salad. Now pair protein with fiber. Think 8 to 10 grams per meal. Beans, lentils, berries, apples, oats, chia, and mixed veggies slow the sugar rush, keep you fuller, and feed your gut. Simple upgrades: swap white toast for oats at breakfast, add half a cup of beans to salads and soups, throw a handful of berries on almost anything. The reason this works is you're smoothing the glucose curve. Fewer spikes, fewer crashes, steadier energy, calmer appetite. If you remember nothing else from this food piece, remember 30-30-30 protein and a fist of fiber at every meal. Eat the protein first, fiber second, starch last. That order helps too. Next lever: walk timing. 10 minutes right after a meal is powerful. You don't need sweat, just an easy loop in your hallway or around the block. Those leg muscles act like pumps, pulling sugar out of the blood into muscle where it belongs. Do that after 2 meals per day and you'll feel the difference in afternoon energy and nighttime sleep. Now we anchor the rebuild with resistance. 2 or 3 short full body sessions per week, 15 to 25 minutes. Move your metabolism more than extra cardio alone. Think in patterns: push, pull, squat, hinge, carry. You've already met sit to stands and counter push-ups. Add band rows for a pull, hip hinges for the hinge, and a carry with shopping bags or water jugs. 1 to 3 sets of 8-12 reps per move. When 12 is smooth progress, harder angle, slower lowering, or a small load. Only change 1 variable at a time. Here's the shortcut nobody teaches: combine the windows. Strength train, then eat a protein plus carb meal within a couple of hours: Greek yogurt and fruit, cottage cheese and pineapple, or a small shake and a banana. You're telling your body, repair now. That's how you turn reps into muscle, not just sweat. Common mistakes to avoid: skipping breakfast and chasing hunger all day. Start with 30 grams and fiber. Grazing on crackers and fruit alone. Pair carbs with protein and fiber. Doing only long walks, great for health, but without resistance your engine still idles low. Saving all protein for dinner, spread it. Muscles need repeated signals. Hydration still matters. Dehydration concentrates blood sugar and saps energy. Sip water steadily. Include mineral-rich foods: yogurt, beans, leafy greens. If your clinician approves, a pinch of salt with meals on hot days or after exercise helps you hold fluid. On a sodium-restricted plan, skip the salt and keep fluids consistent. Can't hit 30 grams yet? Build up. Start at 20 grams per meal this week, then bump to 25, then 30. Use convenient options. Cottage cheese cups, ready-to-drink shakes listing 20-30 grams, canned tuna or salmon, rotisserie chicken, tofu blocks, pre-cooked lentils. Make the easy choice the right choice. Micro story, one client, 74, added 10-minute post-meal walks and hit 30 grams at breakfast for the first time in years. 2 weeks later, she said, "I'm not crashing at 3 p.m. and my waistband stopped arguing with me. Nothing extreme, just timing and consistency." Here's your weekly checklist. 30 grams protein plus a fist of fiber at each meal. 10-minute walk after 2 meals daily. 2 or 3 short resistance sessions hitting push, pull, squat, hinge, carry. Water bottle visible, drink before thirst. Note energy at 3 p.m., that's your progress meter. Do this for 7 days. Cravings shrink, energy steadies, and joints feel less creaky. Your body stops fighting you and starts helping.